Hi, this is Kat on the Soul Sister channel. I'm here with your astrological forecast for Thursday, May the 27th. Let's get started by taking our 3 deep cleansing breaths to become balanced and aligned and connected with our higher selves. Let's take the first one. On this first deep cleansing breath, we're releasing all disease, negativity, and toxicity from our physical etheric bodies. Second breath. On this second breath, we're releasing all disease, negativity, and toxicity from our emotional astral bodies. One more breath. On this third deep cleansing breath, we're releasing all disease, negativity, and toxicity from our mental bodies, both higher and lower. We see all the disease, negativity, and toxicity. It's all leaving our bodies. It's going right back to where it came from. I hope we didn't originate any of that negative stuff because it'll come back and get us. So get rid of it all. And we see our bodies being filled with this beautiful white light made up of white light, love, and the will to good. And this white light then goes out and forms this protective circle around our physical etheric bodies, and all that negativity is all bouncing right off that bubble and going right back to where it came from. Now, while we're in this space of this beautiful white light, while we're balanced and aligned and connected with our higher selves, let's say our Gemini affirmation and stay in this space for 5 seconds. The affirmation is, I am connected with my higher self. Together we create the life I want. Let's say it together and sit in that space for 5 seconds. I am connected with my higher self. Together we create the life I want. Good. This month, we are working with the energy. It's very prevalent to helping us work with and develop and grow that relationship with our higher self. We've got Jupiter in Pisces, the Sun in Gemini. You know, Gemini is the twins. So there's the lower self and there's the higher self. They're the twins. So we have that same energy. So today we get to keep going with all the lovely energy we're working with this week. We've got Pluto retrograde digging up our stuff. We've got Saturn knocking down anything that we have in our lives that doesn't have any good foundations. We had the beautiful lunar eclipse yesterday and the T-square yesterday. And we have more conflicting energy today. So while we are working with ourselves internally, discovering what our beliefs are, what our values are, how are they out of whack with what we're doing in our lives? Does our life reflect our values and our values? Or do we compromise ourselves for others so that we get along? And when we compromise ourselves, how do we feel? We feel unworthy, left out, disappointed. So if we're having those feelings, good opportunity to take a look. Take those 3 deep cleansing breaths, get in touch with our higher self and work on how can we transform those outmoded beliefs and ideals into a new life that encompasses those and reflects those, making us feel more balanced, aligned, and fulfilled. Big stuff, right? Well, guess what? It continues today because I guess we wanted to learn all about the T-squares because we had one yesterday, right? Got another one today. Yahoo! Today, this T-square that we're working with, this lunar energy again. I usually don't spend too much time on lunar energy. Like I say, it only lasts like a couple of hours. But when that girl is connecting like she is this week, man, we better be paying attention. She's got something to say. So the T-square today is, we've got the moon in Sagittarius. Today, she's opposing Mercury in Gemini. Yesterday, she was opposing the sun in Gemini. Today, she's opposing Mercury in Gemini, and then she is got a 90-degree conflict with Neptune in Pisces. Yesterday, it was Jupiter in Pisces. So we're just getting all around. We're going to make sure we include all our planets in these conflicting energies. What does that mean for us today? Oh, you know what it's going to feel like to us today with these, our values out of whack, our ideals out of whack. We are going to come up with a challenge to those probably today, whether that's someone else trying to manipulate and control us, trying to deceive us, and we're gonna really, we're really gonna get our feelings hurt. We're gonna feel really bummed out that we had higher expectations for this person or these people or this job or this organization. We thought they were a little more ethical, but we're finding out that that's not true. And our opinion isn't really being accepted or acknowledged or included. And so, wow, we just feel like, wow, I'm just really feeling left out. I don't belong. And I'm all alone. Now, these are feelings, and they're going to be there for us today. We need to be conscious of that, because again, when we experience those kind of feelings, it's actually a wake-up call that, hey man, something ain't working here. We got to bring balance. So what are we going to do about it? We are going to remain, I hate to say it, but we're going to honor the other, that job, those people, knowing that they are deceiving us. We are going to honor them for who they are and the path that they are on, but we are not going to compromise ourselves for these people, for this job, for this situation. That will only bring us more angst, more discomfort, and more unhappiness. So today, we're going to look at those feelings that we're experiencing today, those feelings of hurt, of loneliness, maybe, of feeling left out. And we're going to get to the bottom of why we're feeling that way. We're going to get a little help later on in the afternoon, or actually early evening, because the moon is going to move from Sagittarius into Capricorn, which brings a little bit more stability. Moon is going into an earth sign now, so we take those hurt feelings and we are able to look at them a little bit more objectively at the end of the night today. We're able to say, oh, well, okay, we know that they don't even mean well. They're just trying to get their way. We understand their objective. We don't agree with it. And we're going to work on finding our own way that better reflects who we are. And we'll have that with that moon and going into Capricorn at the end of the day today. We're going to have a better ability to sit down and maybe write down what our values are. We might want to write down, well, why am I feeling this way? It's a great time to write down those feelings so we can take a look at them more objectively. So, hurt feelings today, don't let them overpower us or overwhelm us. Know what they are. Know that there is an end of this energy. All we have to do is put one foot in front of the other, and the energy will shift at the end of the day, and we won't feel so uncomfortable and so disappointed and hurt. Okay, advice for us today from the Oracle. Let's try to pick up all the cards. That might be helpful. Distant thunder. I said this last week. I'm not sure how distant it is, because the people, the situation, our jobs around us are providing us obstacles and challenges and helping us define what our ideals and values are, how we have grown, and what our job, a relationship situation can better reflect how we've grown. But to find that, we are going to be in confrontation. There will be confrontation, there's going to be conflict, and that is, to us, that's our opportunity to take a look and see what needs to be thrown out and what we need to take with us that will better reflect who we are. What kind of job would better reflect who we are? What kind of relationship would better reflect who we are? Joy and delight. I love this card, even though it's so challenging today, working with the energies. There still is opportunity to be joyful. Now, how do we do that? Being grateful. Being grateful, even though the outer world is buffeting us around, making us take a look at unresolved issues in our lives, or making us look at changes we need to make to become more balanced and aligned. There's joy, and the joy is gratitude. That's how we can find our joy and delight. When we are grateful for what we have, even grateful for these challenges that are before us, all of a sudden the energy shifts. It becomes lighter. And we can feel, okay, this is just a new challenge. I can go along with that. I got what it takes. Spirit at my back. We can do this. We'll do it together, right? And then guess what happens, folks? Guess what happens? Miracles! Miracles occur. When we do our work, miracles come out of everywhere. So, as we are working to develop and create a life that better reflects who we are, our values, our ideals, this in itself, this whole process, as we are working through this process, not only this week, but through these months, if we do the work, the result is nothing less than miraculous. So be aware of that. Don't let people's bullshit upset us today. We're going to stay balanced and aligned. We're not going to buy into anyone's story or fable they're trying to tell us. We're not going to allow anyone to deceive us. And even though our feelings are hurt today by what someone says or how we're treated, we're going to look at that objectively and find out why we are feeling hurt. We're feeling hurt because something in our life is not balanced. How can we determine what that is? How can we heal it? How can we transform it? So with our connection with our higher self, we can create the life we want. Thank you so much for joining me today. Please come see me at Soul Sister Cat on Facebook. I do daily inspirational messages there, as well as memes. If you like what you see today, please like, subscribe, and share. I greatly appreciate your support. Make it a great Thursday. Don't let all the distractions overwhelm us or change us or distract us from coming from a space of love, abundance, and gratitude. Remember, life is lived from the inside out. Have a great Thursday. Namaste.